What's up, guys? Just getting the stream rolling here. Give me a second to get things booted up. All right, posted a little thing on my Instagram earlier that my Facebook story that I'm headed to India tomorrow. So, getting ready to go to something called Motoverse. Just wanted to kind of show you guys uh, a little bit about Motoverse and kind of, I don't know, maybe you have some questions for me. It's going to be pretty crazy, though. That's all I know. All right, so here we go. Royal Enfield puts this on. Some, yeah, it's a big motorcycle festival, essentially. So it's going to be crazy. Here's what I know. I know that it's like a motorcycle festival. I know that it's a really big event every year. I guess people from all over the place, all over the world go to this thing. So they have let's just dive into it. Let's cruise the website and see here. So motor this is moto culture where art, music, sports, adrenaline, riders, machines, legends, newbies all come together for the greatest celebration of motorcycling culture on earth. Um, Man, there's a lot to do here. I'm excited because I don't really know a whole lot about this. I've seen it in the past. I remember somebody asked me last year if I was going to go to this. And then I saw some like motorcycle influencers. A lot of them that I know just through the industry. I saw that they went, and I was pretty jealous about this. So I'm really stoked that I got invited this year. But let's dive into some of the stuff that piqued my interest. These pure sport events they have. Looks like they got a dirt track. Uh, Ace the Hill. I'm guessing that's like a hill climb. Himalayan Spirit. Uh, Not sure what that is. And then the slide school. I think that I understand that that is sliding sideways around stuff. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I hope I get to like try some of this stuff out. I don't really want to race right now with the snowmobile season coming up. I don't want to get hurt, but it would be cool just to go out and try some of this stuff out. Um, let's see what the Himalayan spirit is all about. Looks like participants go through specially curated stages that are designed to help them explore, endure, and evolve. Okay, so obstacle course, dirt track riding, theme-based missions, mechanical tests, and navigation loops. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get to do that, but it sounds fun. The slide school looks awesome though. I would love to do that. Yeah, so what to expect day one, day two, and day three. So it looks like the riding events go on every day. Um, this moto reel thing, I I'm guessing maybe these are either speakers or maybe they're just videos that Royal Enfield's put together. But I noticed this name, Freddie Spencer here. Hopefully, get to talk to him. Love to pick his brain. Vanessa Ruck, I've seen her. She has a big Instagram and YouTube channel, I think. So definitely have seen her along the lines of cruising the interweb. The other guys don't really know too much about, so it'll be interesting to hear their story, learn more about them. Um, Moto Shambles. What is Moto Shambles? Is this the party? Beer battles. I don't really drink, so I'll probably check out of the beer battles, but maybe I'll go watch. Or maybe one of my friends I can Ryan says I'll get hurt at the slide school. No, I won't. I will not. Um, cool. Grip grid, grip strength. Okay, so they got like things you can do there. Arm wrestling. I know I won't win that because I have a weak right arm, my dominant arm. As far as concerts go, every day there's like riding events, other things to do. I think there's a bunch of vendors there, but there's also concerts. Some good stuff. Workshops. So this will be cool to see. They got a drift clinic, the slide school. I want to go to slide school, I really do, and the trail school. I'd love to see what that's all about. Motorcycle DIY. I should go to that and teach because, well, I'm great at fixing trail side repairs. That's something that I'm always doing. I think every single tour, I get my tools out at some point to do something. Somebody wants something changed or adjusted, so. Tribal Village, so community builds. It'll be cool to see that. I'm guessing there'll be just a ton of bikes on display. Um, there's some builds I've seen on the internet that Royal Enfield's collaborated on that look really awesome. A couple I'm hoping are there. Let's see what else we got here. Day two, yeah, more stuff. OG Trials, love to try that out. Hill climb. I wonder how big the hill climb is. It'll be interesting to see because you go, you like see how other people out there are doing things. And it's always fun to see like different places of the earth how they actually ride. Like when we were in Chile, and I'm asking the locals, I'm like, so where do you ride? What are you guys doing? And just kind of see how they do it. Motorcycle riding and snowmobile riding to me is the sports of a thousand definitions. We all do it so differently. I think that's what I look forward to most is like learning people's stories. Um, ooh, night two, we got Diplo. That's gonna be super rad. I love Diplo. So excited. When I was in Nepal, some of our content crew, they were guys from India and they were playing me some of the different music they have there and it was really awesome. So I'm looking forward to hearing more. Doing a little partying. And by partying, I just mean dancing. Workshops, slide school, baby. I keep going back to that one. Coffee brewing workshops. Interesting. Art and pottery workshops. That's cool. So a bunch of motorcycle art, I'm guessing, is going to be there. Um, Unleash your inner artist. Craft pottery with art with no rules, just fun. I'll have to check that out. The drift clinic. I like that too. And day three, what do we got? What do we got? Same kind of stuff. Um, Here's all the artists from day three. Man, there's a lot. I'm guessing this is going to be like the big send off because it's the last day. But let's check out this hill climb. Let's see what this is all about. That Hemi looks sick. All dirt biked out. Um, Hill climb at Motoverse is pure gravity-defying thrill amidst going hills. This iconic contest challenges riders to conquer steep inclines with precision, power, and fearless determination. Beyond adrenaline, it's a celebration of skill meeting raw terrain, setting the perfect stage for riders to push their limits and own the climb with every surge and leap. Okay, is there a video? Got some photos here. Um, okay, we'll see how that goes. The dirt track. It's cool they have all these riding events though. It'd be so fun to bang bars with dudes down there. Elite, a novice class. Riders who haven't won or podiumed at the festival since 2009. First timers, riders who haven't participated in any officially recognized dirt track events held in India. So I would be a first timer. I'm gonna have to ask Royal Enfield if I can borrow a motorcycle for this because this looks awesome. Looks like they're broken down in different CCs, also different motorcycles. Um, got to be over 18. Got to have a valid driver's license. Got that. I'm over 18. Um, mandatory riding gear. Full face helmet. Okay, okay. So it's like racing in the US. Got to have all the stuff. Yeah, this looks pretty sweet. Is there any jumps to hit? I'm not a big jumper, so I don't really want to hit jumps anyway, but I'll hit some baby stuff, you know. I don't know, man. It looks like a pretty cool event. It's definitely going to be interesting just to see what all, yeah, how people ride, like how good are these guys? They rippers? Slide school. This is what I want. I want to go to the slide school. I see flat track racing in the US. It's not like I'd say it's a decently sized community of flat trackers out there. Um, but we don't really have anything in Utah. Like the Mountain West doesn't seem to have any flat tracking. It's like I think like Southern California and the Midwest. Um, maybe you guys know more about flat track racing than me. You can fill me in here, but I just feel like the Midwest and SoCal is the only places we're seeing this stuff. So I've never really gotten to participate or be around flat track racing. Um, but it looks fun, you know. I saw the dude looks like he's having a good time, so I wanna go do that. What else can I register for? How else can I get hurt? Just kidding. We're not getting hurt while we're there. OG Trials. Let's check this out. Introducing, let's see, a new obstacle course race on motorcycles. So there's a maze of physical and technical challenges demanding agility, control, and raw stamina. Yeah, that one looks fun. Sounds like a good time. I want to do it all, but I don't know. I don't really know how much riding I'm going to do. I got a rough itinerary um, of what we're going to be doing, and I know that I get some ride time every single day. I think we're going to go out and actually experience riding around the event. I'm guessing, you know, you go to these motorcycle rallies and festivals here in the US, and we have, you know, you can sign up for rides and stuff like that. So my guess is we're gonna be going and doing some of those. It'll it'll be interesting, you know. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect in the whole gamut of this, but um it yeah, it looks like a fun event. So it's been a while since I've been to like a big motorcycle festival or event of any sort. I really wanted to go out to there was an ADV event in Sturgis this year I wanted to go to. And then, you know, we have the Green River Dirt Bike Rally that I go and guide at every year, but that's, you know, it's kind of a smaller event. I think we only have about 300 people where I don't really know what kind of attendance this thing gets. I feel like it's really big though, just based off some of the photos and stuff that I've seen. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people there. Let's see, maybe it's in the FAQs. Let's um What if I'm not a rider? You can still go. Art, films, food, talks, and games. What motorcycling events can I expect? Off-road tracks, race for beginners, trail schools, flat track action, and advanced championships. Okay, so we got some championships on the line here from casual riders to pros. Um, let's see here. Can I buy Royal Enfield merchandise? Yes. Sweet. Does tickets include food and beverages? Um, am I, let's see. Are handbags and backpacks allowed? Yes. Okay, cool. Can I rent a motorcycle there? Yes. Royal Enfield Rental Partners. Oh, that's cool. So you guys could, if, I mean, theoretically, if you wanted, you could book a flight tomorrow. I know there's room on my plane going there. Um, but you could book a flight, come over and rent a bike and come ride with me. So if you're interested, just throwing it out there. What else? What else do we have? I think I saw a video up top here. Let's just watch the video from, this is the video from last year. Oh, what? They got the big wall of, dude, that's sick. I can't wait to see that actually. Yeah, this looks pretty rad. Hmm. Oh, cool. New bikes. Dang, okay. All right. That looks fun. I wonder what tickets cost. 14 is that all right. Well, that's gonna be my week. I'm excited. The only bummer part is it's like I leave tomorrow. I fly my first flight's tomorrow out of Salt Lake. I don't actually get to Goa until Thursday. Um, but I'm kind of flying into the future, so it happens. And then I'll be there for it's a pretty quick trip. Thursday night, so Friday event, Saturday event, Sunday event, and then Monday I fly home. Tuesday I'm back to Utah, and yeah, and then what's funny is I get home Tuesday and Wednesday I have tours in St. George. I still got to put together my 24 gas. The motor's being rebuilt right now. Hopefully it's done by the time I get home. Otherwise, I'm going to be guiding on my Tenere uh next weekend. But yeah, Motoverse looks super rad. I can't wait to go. Let me know if you guys have any questions on Motoverse. I'll be posting a bunch on social media daily about it. But yeah, it looks like a blast. I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of friends from the UK that I've met through Royal Enfield from um, previous events I've done with Royal Enfield. And a lot of people. It's funny because I meet lots of people, obviously with my tours, and they ask me kind of what else I do, and I've told them, I've worked with a couple different manufacturers over the last couple years, and Royal Enfield's one of them, and they're like, Royal Enfield. They have a small, Their presence in the US is a little smaller, um, but they're one of the biggest bike manufacturers on the planet. If not, I think they might sell the most motorcycles on the planet. But their bikes are amazing. Here in Utah, Young Power Sports Excel, they have bikes, and I've really the two bikes I've spent the most time on is the new Interceptor and the Himalayan 450. Just both are really great bikes. Um, they feel like a very European motorcycle. Um, and if I don't know how many of you guys have ridden European motorcycles, but there's just something about the bikes that the riding experience of them um, is very clean. It's clean. Uh, eh, and I say that just because I've ridden a lot of motorcycles which are like clunky over here or something like that, but European, engineered bikes just, I don't know, they just feel smooth and clean. And I definitely, if I were you and you're interested, is another thing is the price point on the bike. So if I were you, definitely go check out their motorcycles, their lineup of street bikes. And then, like I said, they have the Himalayan, which is, ADV bike. I've ridden that bike off-road over 8,000 miles, actually. I have a lot of time on that bike. I rode it all over Nepal for 12 days. And I have an extensive amount of riding um, under my belt in the US on that bike. And I spent a lot of time on the dirt, and it's a great bike. Performs well. It's insanely durable. It's one of the toughest bikes I've ever ridden. Uh, None of them have left me stranded. I even got a chance to ride the old um, Himalayan 400, which it's a slower bike. It doesn't really handle the freeway that well. Um, like if you're going down a hill, the wind is pushing you, you could get like 75 miles an hour out of the thing. Um, but off-road, the bike was great. It was a tough bike, but then, I got to shortly after ride the new one, because we were doing the North American launch here in the US, and I was guiding it, and that bike is awesome. I may or may not have done well over 100 miles an hour on the bike. Uh, it's a great bike though, and it's light, which is something I really like about it. In terms of a motorcycle, people think it's heavy, sure, but on in the ADV world, it's definitely a light ADV bike. It's not as light as your, KTM 300 XC, but the bike is it's one of my favorite motorcycles. I have a Yamaha Tenere right now, a 700, and that bike's a blast to ride. But I think that I more or less enjoy the simplicity of the Royal Enfield a little more. There's a lot of things on the T7 I'm worried about breaking all the time, like the big, huge display, which mine has already fallen over and broke my whole tower. Um, and that was another bummer, is like every time I've dropped my T7, something has cracked or broken. Um, and I ran into a boulder when I was in Nepal and dropped the bike, and it didn't even do anything to it. Yeah, the bikes are tough. So, and then when I got to ride um the the Interceptor in Big Bear, man, that bike rips. It's so fun. It's a good time. Yeah, let's see here. Let's look at some of these bikes real quick. don't know if they have them. Motorcycles. There we go. I should just like so the Bear 650 is the bike I'm talking about. This thing is a lot of fun. I actually got to um shoot some of the marketing material out on the highway. The California Highway Patrol shut the place down and we got to just fly down the highway. It was so as fast as we wanted to go, really. It was a dream. But this bike just rips and it's a lot of fun. Like I still want to buy one of these bikes just to have in my garage because of how fun they are. Back in the day, so this paint scheme has like a back in the day they had this the Big Bear Run out in California and Sky Eddie, oh, I can't remember Eddie's last name. Anyway, he won the race on a Royal Enfield. And so this bike is kind of a commemoration to him, right? But yeah, I don't know, it's fun. Their Tripper dash works really well. There's an app you can connect to so you can type your destination into your phone and it comes up on the Tripper dash and gives you turn by turn directions. It's pretty cool because then you can actually like, you know, physically see it. Um, I wonder if I got any photos in here. Actually, I've never looked. Anyway, it's a 650. Thing rips. A lot of fun. Then my other favorite bike is the Himalayan 450. This bike, this bike's actually what got me interested in ADV riding. Before I was like, oh, ADV riding is an old man sport. Sucks. But it doesn't. It's actually a lot of fun. And this bike was the bike that kind of opened my eyes to the possibilities of things that I'm doing, forward in my business now. Like, we've been working on developing routes and a really cool multi-day tour here in Utah. And we got a bunch of marketing material done and wrapped up on that over the summer. And then next spring, you're gonna see some pretty rad tours that you can come and see Utah with us. So really excited to show you guys that. And I've been trying to pitch Royal Enfield on partnering with me to do this. Maybe they will, I don't know. I think it'd be a fun bike to do it on. The reason why I was originally wanting to do this with Royal Enfield is because this bike is easy to ride off road. When I was doing my tour in Nepal, I learned that some of the guys there were actually newer riders, and they didn't have any off-road experience. And most of the Nepal journey is off-road, and it's not like super technical off-road, right? But it's enough off-road that it was challenging for some guys. And when you have a bike like this, I'm not worried about what the outcome is going to be. Um, there have been other motorcycles I've taken out that I do. I worry about like if someone crashes his bike, are we going to have to leave the bike here? But with with this bike, no, no. It's like um, there wasn't. I mean, I was so far into the middle of nowhere of Nepal, um, and I was not one bit worried about this motorcycle I was riding. Like if something happened, I wasn't worried about it leaving me stranded on the mountain, because it's also a simple enough motorcycle, right? And so it's durable, simple, um, easy to ride. So I just think that this bike would be really great for our adventures. I mean, right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the T7 as well. The Yamaha is a fantastic motorcycle, but there's just after riding both bikes, there's just something that the Himalayan offers that no other ADV bike I've ridden really gives me. And there are always going to be a guy who's like, oh, it needs more performance, it needs more suspension, it needs more brakes, blah 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 blah. But the truth is, um, if you hop on this motorcycle, it doesn't matter what kind of rider you are, how great a rider you are going to have fun on this motorcycle. And I think that's something that's really special about it. So we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, Royal Enfield, offer still on the table. So I'd love to oh cool. The Man of Black, that's freaking dope. That's pretty sick. I like this black and gold version. That's what I was guiding on here. And then when I was in Nepal, I was so pumped when they gave me one. Um, I really like that black and gold color. But yeah, anyway, just thought, I'd fill you guys in on Royal Enfield for a bit. I'm looking forward to my trip. It's going to be a painful 20 something hours of flying, but yeah, good times. And then, once I get back, we got a couple tours down in St. George to wrap up the season. And then we're gonna jump into winter and hopefully see the 19th, December 19th and 20th do have a um avalanche course going on, Area 1 avalanche course. We got some people signing up for that, so make sure you jump in on that avalanche education. Of course, guiding. We've already started booking a lot of tours for the season. Um, a lot of dates still left on the calendar though, so come out, come ride with us. Also, next Monday, I'm going to release the goods on the Chile 2026 trip. So got a lot of things in the works. Also, another big notable motorcycle adventure we got going on is in June. We're going to do Iceland. So be on the look for that as well. All kinds of stuff going on though. I'm starting to get more into event-based tours and not so much day-to-day stuff. The day-to-day stuff's been great. I've had a lot of fun doing it over, it's been almost, I don't know what, 10 years we've been at 9 years. We're almost at 9 years when I started guiding. So it's been a long time, but I think my main goal with it was to be doing event-based stuff. So yeah, we're kind of getting into that. Really stoked though to be starting to do stuff internationally even. Back in the day, I was like, I want to be international tour company. I didn't know what that looked like or what the vision for that was, but my buddy Emiliano in Chile, he's helped me discover what that is for me. And yeah, you guys you got to come check out our experiences out of country. They're unreal. Um, and we're gonna build that here in the US as well. I'm working on that. So big things coming, but I'm gonna go India, check out my stories and Insta. I'll be posting on there and then I'll have a wrap up video when we're done. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions.